My name is Emily, and I spend every Monday afternoon in the Central Library. I love the smell of old paper and the quiet atmosphere of the reading room. Every time I sit at my favorite table, I see the same person across from me. He is a young man with very neat black hair and thin round glasses. He wears a gray tweed vest and always carries a very thick history book. Logic tells me that he is a researcher or a very serious student. For 3 weeks, we sit in total silence and only focus on our work. I am a proactive teacher, but here I feel a bit shy and quiet. My brown eyes often look at the titles of the books he reads. I see that he likes stories about ancient cities and forgotten kings. Everything in the library looks organized, stable, and very high quality. I am satisfied with the quality of the peace between us during these hours. Sometimes he looks up, and I quickly look down at my English grammar. The sun shines through the high windows and makes the room look golden. I wear my soft blue cardigan, and I feel very cozy in my wooden chair. I want to say hello, but the silence is too deep and respectful. I believe that some introductions should be slow and very natural. The clock on the wall makes a rhythmic tick-tock sound every second. We are like two planets moving in the same silent orbit today. Every detail of the library is ultra-detailed and looks very masterful. I feel a lot of positive and creative inspiration from the books around me. I am Emily, and I am waiting for a logical moment to speak. The atmosphere is full of wisdom and a lot of hidden stories. I see his name on a library card on the table. It says Julian. It is a very classical and elegant name for such a calm person. I am satisfied with the stable rhythm of our silent Mondays. The shadows of the trees are moving slowly across the floor. I am a proactively thinking woman, so I prepare a small plan. I want to know more about the person who shares my table. We are moving to a small accident that changes everything. I am writing some notes about Shakespeare when my silver pen falls. It rolls across the table and stops exactly near Julian's hand. My heart beats faster, and I feel a little bit embarrassed. Julian stops reading and looks at the pen with his deep blue eyes. He picks it up very carefully and looks at me with a small smile. "I think this belongs to you," he says in a very quiet voice. I am satisfied with the quality of his tone. It is very gentle. "Thank you very much, you are very kind," I reply softly. Logic says that this is the first real step in our introduction. We stay silent for a second, but the atmosphere is not awkward. I see his hands are very steady and professional as he returns the pen. Our eyes meet, and I see a lot of kindness in his calm expression. I am Emily, and I feel a lot of positive energy in this moment. Everything looks organized, mastery, and very bright in the library. Julian nods his head and returns to his thick history book. I am satisfied with the stable and respectful way he reacts today. I am a proactive teacher, so I try to remember his face perfectly. Every detail of his gray vest and his glasses is ultra-realistic. I feel the stability of the friendship starting with a small pen. The air is full of dust motes dancing in the warm sunlight. I believe that small details are the real texture of our lives. We are both very successful at staying quiet in the reading room. I write a small thank you on a piece of paper, but I don't give it. I am satisfied with the proactive and friendly communication of our eyes. The day is moving, and the library is becoming a bit darker. I feel very successful because the ice is finally broken today. Julian turns a page, and I hear the sound of the dry paper. My blue cardigan feels warm, and I am happy to be here. We are moving to a very creative and silent recommendation. We are moving to the end of our first vocal interaction. The next Monday, I arrive at the library at the exact same hour. Julian is already there, sitting at our table with a new book. I sit down and see a small yellow piece of paper near my spot. I open it and see a title of a book. The History of English Words. There is a small note that says, "I thought you might like this." Logic tells me that Julian is a very observant and proactive person. I look at him, and he is reading, but I see a smile on his face. I am satisfied with the quality of this silent and creative message. Everything looks organized, beautiful, and very logical in his gesture. I find the book on the shelf and see that it is absolutely masterful. I am Emily, and I feel very inspired by his high-quality choice. I spend 2 hours reading the book and taking many useful notes. I believe that sharing interests is the best way to start a bond. The atmosphere is full of active energy and creative inspiration. Every detail of the book's cover is ultra-detailed and colorful. I am satisfied with the stable and friendly connection we share now. I decide to write a note back to Julian before I leave today. I write a title of a poem and a small thank you, Julian. I am a proactively acting woman, and I like this slow rhythm. We don't speak, but we communicate through the world of literature. My brown eyes are bright with joy and a lot of deep interest. I feel the stability of this slow and respectful introduction today. Julian sees my note and puts it inside his gray tweed vest. I am satisfied with the quality of our growing and silent friendship. Every second of this afternoon is a high-quality memory for me. The world is a very interesting and high-quality place to be. I leave the library with a light heart and a lot of new ideas. I am a happy woman with a very clear and stable goal. We are moving to a real and long conversation near the books. We are moving to the world of spoken words and shared ideas. I am looking for a book about ancient architecture on a high shelf. Suddenly, I see Julian standing nearby, searching for the same topic. He sees me and walks closer, holding a very heavy leather book. "This book has the best maps of the old city, Emily," he says. I am satisfied with the sound of my name in his calm voice. We stand between the tall wooden shelves, surrounded by history. Logic says that the best place to talk is among the silent books. He shows me a page with a beautiful drawing of an old bridge. It looks ultra-realistic and very masterful, doesn't it? I ask. We start to talk about how cities change over many hundreds of years. Julian tells me about his research and his passion for the past. I tell him about my English lessons and my love for storytelling. Everything feels organized, stable, and very mastery in our talk. I am satisfied with the quality of the communication and the art. We share a high-quality thought about the importance of our heritage. I am Emily, and I feel a lot of creative inspiration from Julian. Every detail of the old map is ultra-clear and very beautiful. I am satisfied with the proactive and friendly flow of our words. We decide to sit at a small table near the window to see better. The afternoon sun makes the dust look like floating pieces of gold. I feel very successful and happy with our first long conversation. My blue cardigan is bright against the dark wood of the shelves. We talk for an hour, and the time moves very fast today. I believe that every person has a unique and high-quality light. Julian is a very talented researcher with a very kind heart. The atmosphere is full of mutual respect and very quiet joy. We are both proactive and ambitious people with many big goals. The library is closing, and we have to pack our things quickly. I am satisfied with the stable and friendly bond we are building. We are moving to walk out of the library together today. We walk out of the library and see that it is raining very hard. The city looks gray and wet, but the atmosphere is very cozy. Julian has a large black umbrella and offers to share it with me. We can walk to the cafe and wait for the rain to stop, he says. Logic tells me that a cup of tea is the best way to end the day. I am satisfied with the proactive and kind gesture of my new friend. We walk under the umbrella, and I feel very safe and stable. The sound of the rain on the black fabric is very rhythmic. We reach a small cafe and sit at a table near the window. Julian orders 2 cups of herbal tea and some lemon cookies. Everything looks organized, beautiful, and very peaceful around us. I am satisfied with the quality of the warm tea and the cookies. We continue our talk about maps and the history of our city. Every detail of the rainy street is visible through the glass. I am Emily, and I am enjoying the stable rhythm of this Monday. My blue cardigan is a little bit damp, but I feel very warm. Julian tells me a funny story about a map that had a mistake. We both laugh, and the atmosphere is very light and positive. I believe that a slow introduction leads to a very strong friendship. We share a logical thought about the beauty of simple moments. Every second of this evening is ultra-detailed and full of life. I am satisfied with the quality of the communication we share. Julian shows me a small compass that his grandfather gave to him. It is made of brass and looks very masterful and high quality. I am satisfied with the stable and friendly connection we share today. The rain is stopping, and a little bit of blue sky appears. I am a happy woman with a very clear and stable goal. We finish our tea and prepare to walk to the bus station. I feel very lucky to meet such a creative and proactive friend. We are moving to the final goodbye of our beautiful evening. We stand at the bus stop, and the air is fresh after the rain. The city lights are starting to glow in the dark evening air. I am Emily, and I feel very satisfied with my successful Monday. Julian looks at me and says, "I am happy we finally talked, Emily." I smile and say, "Me too, Julian, it was a very slow introduction." Logic says that a slow start makes a very deep and real story. We exchange our phone numbers to talk about books more often. I am a proactive woman, so I suggest meeting again next Monday. Julian agrees and says he will bring a new history book for me. I am satisfied with the quality of this promise and this friendship. Everything feels very stable, high quality, and very friendly here. I step onto my bus and wave my hand from the window today. I see Julian waving back until the bus turns the corner. My blue cardigan is warm, and my heart is full of quiet joy. Every detail of the city at night is ultra-real and beautiful. I am satisfied with the quality of my life and my new connection. I reach my apartment and put my library books on the table. My story about Julian and the library ends with a big smile. I am a proactively thinking teacher who values real human moments. I feel very energetic and ready for the new working week. I am satisfied with the stable and supportive feelings in my mind. The stars are shining outside my window, bright and clear. Life is a beautiful book, and today was a very special page. I close my eyes and think about the maps and the silver pen. I am Emily, and I am looking forward to the next Monday. Every second of this day was a high-quality gift for me. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and I will be a very happy teacher. Good night, library, and thank you for the magic and the books. I am satisfied with the stable and friendly bond we have. I am ready for the new dreams and the new slow adventures.
Write one English word in comments. 5 people get 10 English lessons free.